So the long-awaited update 43 in Bloons TD 6 is finally out, and here is everything you need to know about it. So the number one feature is a brand new hero called Rosalia. Rosalia is the 16th hero in Bloons TD 6, and she's the jetpack hero which can travel everywhere around her platform. Now Rosalia is a special hero because she uses two weapons instead of one. She can use the laser gun, which is mainly aimed at Moab class balloon damage and single target damage, or she can switch to the grenade launcher, which is more aimed towards cleaning large groups of balloons. Now as usual with every update there is at least one new map, and this update's map is called Tinkerton, which is this map that you guys are looking at. This was a map made for Rosalia, and this is a beginner map which, as usual in typical Ninja Kiwi fashion, it looks amazing. The second feature of this update is a brand new event called Boss Rush. Now you guys might have seen this from the early access videos, but for those of you that haven't, this is essentially an event in which you and your team defend 5 islands versus bosses which keep attacking them. In order to win, you need to take out the entire HP of the boss and then you move on to the next island. I'm sorry I can't show you guys footage from it because an event is currently not active, but once the event goes live we are going to be making a lot of videos on it, so make sure to subscribe to catch those. As with every update in Bloons TD 6, we get a bunch of new quests, and in update 43 we get 2 new quests. One of them is in the Tales section, which is called A Strange Blue Anomaly, which we are going to be playing through, and the second one is in the tutorial ones for Rosalia, which is the brand new hero, and it's called Tinkerer's Tutorial. As usual, they keep adding a bunch of new prompts for the map areas, so all of these guys that you see right here on screen, because this new pack is summer themed, so we should be seeing some fun maps being made using these guys, and it's giving creators a lot more objects to play around with and make these beautiful looking maps. Now onto the balance changes side, these are one of the most interesting changes to happen in the game in a while, and as Ninja Kiwi puts it, we have made an effort to open up new starter combinations with improvements to a number of initial placement towers. So what this means is that a handful of towers in the game got their base prices reduced so that now you can start the game and beat the early rounds with a lot more different combinations. The towers in question are the Boomerang, which got its price reduced by $10, the Base Stack, which got its price reduced by $20, the Buccaneer now costs $100 less, the Wizard and the Engineer are both $50 cheaper, and the most fun one for me personally is the Ninja getting a $100 price cut. In this update, farming is being made more and more difficult, starting with Ben, who is getting a nerf where his skimming ability, which is the ability that makes money for every balloon spawned, is now moved to level 6, and it used to be at level 4. Now keep in mind that Ben got nerfed in the last patch as well, where his cash generation in the early levels got reduced by a decent amount. The Monkey Wall Street is now a lot more expensive, going from $60,000 to $70,000, but it gives a little more lives and has more collection radius, and the Monkeyopolis's base cash amount got reduced by $250, so overall the Minneapolis actually now would make a little bit less money. The silver lining for farming is that Geraldo's fertilizer now gets more items in stock, going from 2 to 4, it replenishes in 3 rounds instead of 5, and it now works on all types of banana farms, so it actually might be an interesting alternative to Ben nowadays. Some other notable changes that you should know about are Oben now giving camo detection to all druids in his range, even though he himself still cannot see any camo balloons. Quincy's level 3 ability is now a flat 8-second duration, which gets increased to 12 seconds, and this will actually make the early rounds a lot less reliant on timing as it previously used to be. This one is looking like a really cool change because the anti-balloons price got reduced from $80,000 to $70,000, and this is significant because this is the second price reduction in the last 2 updates, and it's actually really cheap now to get the anti-balloon, and it's easy to save up for it because the tier 3 and the tier 4 are just super strong towers. The Bomblets now gets increased damage from 3 to 5, and this is actually important because in the last update it got extra attack speed at the cost of damage, and now what they're doing is they're bringing the damage back, but we're keeping the attack speed, so essentially this tower is now stronger than it ever was. And finally, our beloved Carpenter Spikes is getting some small but very deserved nerfs. So the ability cooldown goes from 45 to 50 seconds, and the spike duration is getting reduced on the tier 4, while the tier 5 gets a small price increase from $40,000 to $42,000. It's still a very strong tower, but all of these nerfs are deserved. So those were the most important changes in update 43. As always, I'll be making videos on these and all of the other changes that we didn't mention in this video, so make sure to subscribe to catch those videos. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.